I miss the silly guy in a red jumpsuit? It's Santa Claus.
Did you, Mr. Trump, sign a contract with Santa Claus?
Yes, I did.
What was asked of you in the contract?
To manufacture and distribute snow globes to Mr. Claus upon approval.
Were there any future goods? What I mean by that is, were there goods not in existence in the contract?
Yes, there were.
Was there a destination contract? A contract that requires you to send the goods to a specific destination? In this case, it was Mr. Claus by you. What I mean by that is a holder of goods like a warehouse.
Yes, and I fulfilled my part.
Were all the snow globes Mr. Claus order shipped to him?
No, they were pending upon approval of the snow globes once I received the demos.
In your words, was the contract satisfied?
It was until I did not receive the demo snow globes back to fulfill the entire contract.
Mr. Trump, you are stating that you did not receive the demos that Mr. Claus returned to you.
Correct. I did not receive them.
Did you send instructions on how to send them back to you?
I did indeed.
Did you follow up with Mr. Claus on the return samples?
Listen, I'm a very busy man. I assume that Mr. Claus, being a professional toy maker like he has been for hundreds of years, could get around to it professionally, correctly, and accurately given the contract.
How many shipping receiving stations do you have in your company?
We have multiple warehouses around the world where all our shipping and receiving takes place.
Do you know how many employees do you have in the shipping and receiving department that we're talking about?
We have thousands of employees all around the world in each shipping and receiving areas. I could not tell you how many employees I have. It's ridiculous.
Do you background checks on all your employees?
Of course. Are you kidding me? I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. I know that to have a good company, you have to have good employees running from the ground up.
Is it possible that the return goods were lost in your company?
No, my employees are impeccable. The way they do their job is ridiculously responsible.
Do you have a receiving log?
I do indeed.
And how's this procedure done?
Well, we have the loading and unloading staff that gets packages off the trucks. The packages are then taken into receiving area by other staff. Next, the receiving clerks log in the packages by scanning them, and it goes right into our computer system.
Okay. And how many employees are involved in this task?
I would say roughly 50 employees. All our warehouses are very large because we have so many packages coming in and out daily.
With that many employees, it's very possible the demos were received in your company and one of your employees lost them in your warehouse. Sounds like a human error to me.
Objection. Sustained.
I have nothing further.
The witness, you may step down. Plaintiff, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to call Mr. Santa Claus to the stand, please. Mr. Claus, please take the stand. Let me remind you, Mr. Claus, that you are still under oath. Well, Mr. Claus, or Mr. Kringle, or Saint Nick, I mean, if any of these are really your name, I just want to know. I want the truth of who you are.
You can't handle the truth.
Objection.
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Claus appears to have several aliases or personalities that he uses. He's called by many different names. We're simply referring to the many personalities that comprise the man. Sustained. Mr. Claus, did you place an order from Mr. Trump's toy store for 1,000 hand-painted rare snow globes?
Yes, but I also made sure...
Your Honor, can you instruct him to please answer a simple yes or no? Mr. Claus, please keep your answer a simple yes or no.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. St. Nick, Did you and Mr. Trump agree to use the preferred carrier FedEx?
Yes.
Okay. The agreement to use FedEx constitutes a shipment contract. A shipment contract is one that requires the seller to ship the goods to the buyer via an agreed-upon common carrier. FedEx was the agreed carrier, which, may I point out, is a lot more reliable shipping method than your very own shipping methods, which consist of what? Reindeers and chimneys? Mr. Kringle, did you specify to Mr. Trump that you wanted the demos shipped to your North Pole warehouse address?
Yes, I did.
And did you receive the demo snow globes, which were shipped to your address via the preferred carrier to the destination of the North Pole as stated in the contract?
Yes, they were stunning.
Well, the fact that you requested the demos shipped to the North Pole and you received them at the specified destination therefore constitutes a destination contract, which is a contract that requires the seller to deliver the goods to the buyer's place of business or to a specified location. Mr. Claus, is this your signature?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, I'd like to enter this as Exhibit A. This is a tracking receipt labeled Document Title. Document Title is a piece of paper, such as a receipt or a bill of lading, that is required in some transactions for pickup or delivery. This receipt proves that there is an order and acceptance of the goods. It serves as title, and title is defined as the legal, tangible evidence of ownership of goods. Okay, enter. Thank you. Mr. Claus, were the snow globes to your liking?
Yes, they were very acceptable.
Okay. And did you want to proceed with the placement of the final order?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand that in order to proceed with the order, you have to first return the signed order form along with the demo snow globes, because this was a sale on approval contract, which meant the sale would only proceed with your approval. And the return of the demo snow globes was the method of showing your approval and desire to proceed with the order.
I understood the terms. That is why I sent them back.
Oh, so you say, sir. However, they never arrived to my client, Mr. Trump's warehouse. Tell me, Mr. Claus, who are your employees?
Well, my elves are, of course.
Okay, elves? Did you just say elves?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, why elves, of course. And by elves, do you mean tiny little people with big ears?
Counselor, watch
Oh,
yourself.
sorry. And just how reliable are these elves of yours?
They are very reliable. They never let me down. I've used them for years.
I'm curious, what kind of training do these elves have? What university did they attend?
They attend Elf University in the North Pole.
Elf University, why, of course, the finest in town. Harvard, you better look out. And did these elves receive shipping and delivery training at this prestigious university?
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't offer this kind of training at Elf University, and why not?
Well, because I deliver all the toys on Christmas. I ride around my sleigh with my flying reindeer.
So let me get this straight. You had a bunch of untrained elves handle the return of the demo globes to my client, Mr. Trump.
Yes, they handle the shipping.
And my client, who I can assure you did not receive his training at Elf University, he never received them. Therefore, according to the risk of loss in a shipment contract and the free on board point of shipment, the buyer, that would be you, sir, bears the shipping expense and risk of loss while in transit. This means that since the demos never arrived at Mr. Trump's warehouse, Mr. Trump was no longer liable to continue to fulfill the contract because you, sir, were in breach of contract. Isn't that right? Nothing further, Your Honor.
You may step down, Mr. Kringle. Let's proceed with closing arguments. Defense, please begin.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, make the toys delivery. My client kept his part of the bargain by returning the snow globes to Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump has compromised himself to help Santa with the snow globes to be available for the children on Christmas. Mr. Trump signed a contract that required him to make those snow globes and to make sure these items go to Mr. Claus' hands before December. Mr. Claus returned the demos, and according to the risk of loss in the destination contract and FOB, place of destination, the risk of loss during shipping shifts to the seller, in this case, Mr. Trump. And all I ask of you is that you are fair and just in today's decision and hold Mr. Trump responsible as the law states. That's all I got.
Plaintiff, please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Members of the jury, thank you for your time and for your service today. This is a very simple case. The facts are indisputable here.